So, I don't really know. Maybe Brian Alvarez is right. What do you mean, maybe Brian Alvarez is right? Maybe there's nothing interesting happening in pro wrestling right now. I mean, hey, nothing at all? I don't know, man. Maybe. What if he's right? What if there's nothing, like there's good matches in AEW? He's absolutely right about that. But he said that maybe there's just nothing truly interesting going on in AEW or WWE. I mean, if you think there's nothing interesting going on, then I mean, what are you guys going to talk about today? Well, I think what we should talk about today is Forbidden Door. Well, I mean, that's the thing that's going on right now. Yeah, but I mean, I think we should talk about a real Forbidden Door and WWE did an event against each other. And we got WWE versus AEW wrestlers. What would that look like? Joe, is Ryan Alvarez right? Let's get right into it. Is there nothing interesting happening in pro wrestling?
I mean, I heard everything he said, and he's right. I have to agree with him.
You agree with him?
I agree with him based off of what he said about both companies and how he's just waiting for that main storyline. And right now, they really ain't, both sides really don't got a main storyline.
So, I'm inclined to call it out with WWE, right? I've been saying it with WWE. There's nothing interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like he did mention the Owen Hart and the King of the Ring. So yes, but like you said, besides them, there really ain't. Both sides don't really have a main storyline that grabs your attention.
So I think one thing he made a really strong point on is that the Owen is interesting, except we know who's going to win.
Yeah.
And by knowing who's going to win, I can't help but feel like we know who's going to win at All Out.
Mm-hmm.
So by my own personal logic and beliefs,
Okay.
if we know, and then it's not interesting.
I know. That's why I've been saying for the past 2 weeks, curveball. They're going to throw a curveball at us.
You still feel like it's not as simple as Will Ospreay wins the Owen, Will Ospreay goes to All In, Will Ospreay beats MJF.
I mean, you got to think about it. Like he said, we all know we're going to win. You got to think. Everybody going to know, believe. Let's put it this way. Let's do like this. You represent everybody that know what's going to happen. I represent people that, maybe let's throw a curveball. So you would be the ones that would say, hey, hometown hero got to win the tournament to go home and win the title. Me, these ones think about it like, what if we throw a curveball and make everybody believe that the hometown hero going to win and get a big curveball and have a three-way? You got to think about that because that's what's going to happen. You got to believe that, hey, you put something in somebody's hometown, you got to believe the hometown hero got to win the whole entire thing. But you don't really want that to happen. That'd be pointless. Got to make it more interesting to get your attention, to make you want to believe like this is going to be a really good battle. And I think that's the best way to do it. Throw a curveball in there and have you tune in more and not just go for, hey, hometown hero needs to win, get the belt, go home, share with family, kids front row, wife front row, etc. Boom. Make it worth it. Make it worth watching.
I think I don't think it's not worth watching if it happens exactly how we think it's going to happen, or at least I think it's going to happen. Like, I still think there's value in it if Ospreay wins Then Ospreay goes on to face MJF at Wembley, and Ospreay beats MJF at Wembley.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of that works. I don't know what happens after that.
Yeah.
As good as I think Will Ospreay is, would you book Will Ospreay as your world champion?
See, I thought about that. But then you got to think about it. I would say no.
You would not book Will Ospreay as your world champion?
Hear me out why. This is why I tell you why I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because then they would have him be in the Roman Reigns, because you got to think about it. He lived like, what would you say, a 14, 18-hour flight? Like, he'll probably have to be
He's been doing it.
He's been doing it, yeah, but he might be that one that might be that champion that be there maybe once a month, maybe twice.
I think he would be there.
Then
Dude, like, don't get me wrong. I do think Will Ospreay should become AEW World Champion. And I do think it makes sense for it to happen at Wembley. However, I don't know if I would book him to be my world champion.
yeah, I wouldn't book him to be my champion because, not like I said, that 14, 18-hour flight, that's going to be more tiring than doing it every other week. That's going to get a toll. So I would say, I mean, you got to put it this way. A lot of great wrestlers got that title shot and actually lost in their hometown. A lot. So I would just say this. I ain't hating on Ospreay. He's a good person, good in the ring and everything, but I would rather have a champion that could be nearby, close, and be at like all the, arena events. That basically was saying if he became champion, he would have to break his promise and move over to America, which he don't want to do.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe he doesn't show up all the time. Maybe that becomes a thing. This is my concern with Will Ospreay today, him being more, or maybe he loses at Wembley. Maybe that happens. Like you're saying, plenty of them lose in their hometown. Maybe that would be better, because as great as Will Ospreay is in the ring, what's the character? Like, I like Will Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
I like the bruv thing. I think he's amazing in the ring. But what else is there to the guy?
Let's see. Well,
if you were to describe Will Ospreay to someone who is, let's say, maybe a lapsed wrestling fan,
mm-hmm.
how do you describe Will Ospreay to a lapsed wrestling fan? Like, there's guys who are kind of easy to explain. There's guys who are a little difficult. Like, here's how I would explain Shane Taylor to a lapsed wrestling fan.
Okay.
Straight badass. Ron Simmons, Butch Reed, that's Shane Taylor. Straight, he's gonna punch you in the mouth. Straight badness.
Mm-hmm.
That's a character who's dynamic with layers. Leo Rush. How would you explain Leo? Here's how I would explain Leo Rush. So he's this dude who moves like nobody else in the ring. And he seems to be possessed by a demon.
Mm-hmm.
A demon who is creepy and hilarious all at the same time. I can explain that to a lapsed wrestling fan. I don't know how to explain Will Ospreay to a lapsed wrestling fan other than to say, like, he's amazing in the ring. Like, he can move, he controls his body in the ring different than anybody else, and some of the best matches ever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a character.
Let's see. If I was to describe Will Ospreay, let's see. He's from London, ain't he? London, like
Yeah.
London. Okay. I would describe him as the very first person from London that made a name for himself, that is very good in the ring, that was very popular in New Japan, had great rivalries with Omega, Bullet Club, etc. And he was a good high flyer back in the day. But right now, 10 years ago, he was the best high flyer, fast move, pace and everywise. But now you look at him, you're watching the man on his final clock. It's ticking.
You think so? I don't know if his clock's ticking.
I think
there has to be. I think the style change is reasonable. I mean, Stone Cold had to change his style, right?
Yeah,
And
right.
he became a superstar after he did it.
Yeah. I'll just say it in a nice way. He's on the clock is ticking, so you better enjoy it while it lasts, while you still see him in the ring. Because
It's so tricky, right? Like,
yeah.
Will Ospreay, like, he moves like a superhero. He wrestles like a superhero. But his character's not a superhero.
I don't even.
The adversity he's faced has been, like, personal. It's the injury. It's that. We've not seen Will Ospreay face adversity in AEW as a wrestler.
Maybe it was about for a year. So 2 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah.
But, like, no, like, there was character development with Kyle Fletcher turning on.
Mm-hmm.
But that character development became more so for Kyle Fletcher than it became for Will Ospreay.
Let's say, if I was to describe Ospreay, let's put it a good way. I would say he's a high flyer turned into the John Cena style match now. There we go.
Ooh. That does not sound like a compliment.
Well, there you go. Look, hey, I mean, if you look at him, he is starting to slow down. He was one of the top high flyers in the world, but now he's not doing the hot like AJ. We'll do AJ Styles. He like the AJ Styles. There we go. Better reference. AJ Styles. He was a high flyer. Did everything high flying. Then he slowed down and became not so risky high flying no more. He did the turnbuckle rope. There we go. That's it. And if you look at Will Ospreay with his little flying elbow, he does the same way like AJ does, kind of, but not fast. But
Hidden
slow.
Blade versus the phenomenal forearm.
Yeah. So he's a high fly like AJ Styles and do just turn slow down. So no more high risk maneuvers, no more nothing in that category. He's like an AJ Styles before he retired. Went slow though. down. Tuned everything down.
It's just, man, I don't know. It's tricky. Like, they're definitely going to put the belt on Will Ospreay. I just don't know how long he keeps it. I also wonder if he takes it off of MJF. Because we have an event coming before All Out in London.
Mm-hmm.
AEW Redemption's happening in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Omega could beat MJF in Canada.
He could. But I don't think he will. I really think they're gonna. I don't think MJF got any more movies to film anymore, so I think he's gonna ride that belt for a while.
If MJF beats Kenny Omega in Canada, is that Kenny Omega's last match?
Everybody wants to go out in their hometown. Possibility, yeah. I mean, look at Adam Cole. Canada. Tag team belts. He might lose the tag team belts.
Think he's gonna.
Yeah, because he said his body.
FTR said they're stepping away for a while.
I know.
They might not even come back, they said.
See, this is what I like about today. Not I say it's in a respectful way. If you look back at today's wrestlers versus the past wrestlers, they didn't know when to stop. But the future, they know when to stop. They don't want to go too far where they can't move.
Yeah, if they're willing to call it a career when it's time to call it a career.
So I ain't mad at them. If they say this is it, I ain't mad because they've
had a great run.
They know their body more than we do. And even though they say one more match, they know what they can do.
Mick Foley says he's got one more.
I don't think. Nah. I mean, I give him credit. He in better shape for his age. He got good. He got good shape. Shoot, I ain't mad at him.
You know, we always say that, like, you know, the yesteryear wrestlers didn't know when to hang it up. You know, Mick Foley originally retired at 37 years old.
Oh, that was legit.
Yeah, he was 37.
Damn. Well, I do know one thing. They say he on the phone with dementia right now. Well, when he get to early 60s, he could be having dementia, so he'll probably lose his memory.
I mean, yeah, there's a good chance, right? But I mean, concussions are nasty. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm not nervous about the number of concussions I've had as I get older. Right now, man, my cognitive functions are good. I'm solid. Would be that way in my 60s? I don't know. There are a lot of concussions, right? Kyle Fletcher said he's had a lot, and he's had matches he doesn't even remember because he's gotten his bell wrong. That's not good. That's not good.
And that's probably the main reason why you ain't seen Adam Cole lately.
I think Adam Cole's done. I think the concussions are just too much. I think that sadly, I think the business is passing by. I don't think that. I don't know. I don't think you get him over again.
The only way he could get over if he screwed MJF and made him lose the title.
Yeah, that could probably work.
But, yeah, poor Adam Cole.
Maybe they could bring Adam Cole back as a general manager. He did good on commentary.
Yeah, he did do good commentary, but then you got Taz, uh, Tony Survivor.
Brian don't want to do it. Brian Danielson don't want to do commentary. He don't
No,
want to turn over, it seems like.
oh, you could tell. You could tell in his voice he don't want to do it. 2 hours.
Sometimes Mox is okay on commentary, but sometimes he is not good at all.
I'll just say Mox is good with just when it comes to somebody doing extreme matches, he's good at it. When it's just a regular plain match, it's like,
yeah. This past Collision, Mox on commentary was not great.
Yeah.
Nothing Bubba Ray Dudley should beat him up about, but still. Dude, what do you want to talk about first? Dynamite, or you want to talk about Forbidden Door?
Let's go with the Dynamite. Let's go with the Dynamite.
All right, we got international title is going to be on the line. Tashida versus Ricochet.
I think Tachida's going to keep the belt.
Yeah. Ricochet's not beating him. It'd be crazy to take that belt off of Tashida right now. I honestly don't like that they're even doing the feud with Ricochet. The match is going to be great, but I just don't see why we're going to put Ricochet in this. It's not a winnable situation for Ricochet. But he is a heel who can just lose. It doesn't matter if Ricochet loses. So, Will Ospreay battles ELP. Joe, I don't know who ELP is.
I'm going to ask you about that.
I have no idea who this is. I haven't looked him up. I don't know who it is.
All I know is he's part of the TMDK. That's what they call it, TMDK.
Oh, is he with Zack Sabre Jr. and them? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So a New Japan guy who I don't know.
Yeah.
Swerve Strickland takes on Danny Garcia. And then Jack Perry's going to face Zack Sabre Jr.
I think they just put them two together. That don't make no sense. I'm going to call them two matches like a practice match. There we go.
I think they're going to be good, man. I'm kind of interested to see Jack Perry and Zack Sabre. I like Zack Sabre Jr. I don't know how like the newer AEW fans are going to feel about watching another Zack Sabre Jr. match. They're not the most fast-paced matches. They're very catch as catch can.
Yeah.
Which I like. But
I think they'll still like it. They're going to see what Kenny Omega going against Forbidden Door, so they'll see what he do. Since you don't know Zack Sabre Jr. that well, they're going to watch his style, watch what he do, and look for his little finisher move that he has. They say, like, oh, he could beat Kenny. Ooh, Kenny could beat him.
What do you think's going to happen there? Who do you think's going to win this?
It's really hard to say because they both good. If I had to say it, I would say Zack Sabre Jr. because this would probably start the downfall of Kenny Omega in the ring. Make you have that little feel sad, sorrow story, like I can't do this no more. I'm sorry, my fellow fans.
Yeah, dude, why does it just feel like we're like on the Kenny Omega retirement tour? Like, I really hope we aren't speaking this into reality and it's actually not the thing, but it just feels like it.
You gotta think about it. It's been what, 2-3 months already, and before he went through the ring, well, before he came back, he never did any speeches so long, touching speeches. He just said, "Ma, goodbye, good night," and now you're just hearing slowly like some thank you, to all the fans watching. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for this. It's like he giving you the hint that 2026, this is it, y'all. I'm not going to tell you I'm retiring.
It just feels like he's saying goodbye.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, man.
I'll say this. If he does a career versus career versus title match, that's it by the end of this year.
Yeah. Does he get another AEW title run before it's done?
I don't think he should.
Really?
Look, if you look at it, what's a good way to put this? He should get it another title run, but does he need it? He really don't need it.
He does not need it. That's for sure.
I mean, the best thing he could do right now is just say, pass the torch to the next upcoming youngster, and not just try to be like, just get that last minute spotlight like all the rest of the old timers did. Just, hey, I'm passing the torch. I can't do this no more. Let's see. Kevin Knight. Bam. He beat me. Upcoming star. Boom. Speedy beat me. Upcoming star. I mean, even if he go with Kyle Fletcher being his last final match, upcoming star. Take the spotlight away from me.
I do think it should be Fletcher who retires Kenny Omega. I do think that. We have a trios match tonight. Death Riders, Moxley, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta are going to take on Mystico and Brodito.
That's just another way of trying to get a tag team match with him. That's all.
I'm really pretty bummed that we aren't working toward a story of Swerve versus Bandito for the Ring of Honor World title.
No.
I really feel like we could have gotten there from the Owen.
I think you could, but right now, give it time. I say after the whole London thing, it might happen.
Yeah. And then we have Team MJF versus Team Briscoe. The leaders are going to have a face-to-face before the 12-man cage match.
I don't get this.
After last week, do you have any more confidence in a 12-man cage match now and how that's going to work out?
Nope.
Nope. The cage is going to have to be outside of the ring.
The cage is definitely going to be like a Hell in a Cell cage.
Yeah, there's going to have to be room. They got to have room to play.
I'll say this. If they make it fit, I'll be very impressed they actually make it fit. I'll say that I'll be very impressed they actually made a cage on the ring and made it fit. I'll be surprised.
Yeah. We talked about all of that, right?
He's excited for the match. Big Gorilla Ciampa.
You're excited for that 12-man cage match? We can't figure out the physicality of how it works. I don't understand the mechanics of a 12-man cage match. I mean, you're just going to have 12 dudes fighting.
I say this. If tonight they literally show the cage, I can get a better picture of it if they show it tonight. And I'll have a second thought about it. Tomorrow I'll tell you about it when I see a second thought about it. But right now, I really don't see no hype in a 12-man cage match. I really don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, Team MJF is going to win, right? Or no?
I say
it's Forbidden Door this weekend.
It's Saturday, King of the Ring, Sunday.
So this is go home Dynamite. All right.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's going on right now. So yeah, I would say this. I think it's going to be Team Briscoe and then he gonna fight him at whatever where he decide to fight at.
The problem. I mean, if we're not getting Kenny and MJF in Canada, I guess Briscoe gets that Canada match. And then we are just killing time for Wembley, which I really don't. It's just Forbidden Door is fun, right? Got cool matches lined up and all that.
Like 10 matches so far, yeah. 10.
It's not a lot of story though. Brian Alvarez might be right. There's not a lot of story. And then it feels like we're just killing time to get to Wembley, which we already feel like we know the outcome. So, I don't know. I'm interested, but maybe it's not interesting, but I'm still interested.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
It makes sense. Ooh, Skullhead. There you go. Oh, brass knuckles. Oh.
3D printed little Mr. Skullhead show.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh, yeah, marker.
3D printed tip.
You know, you might. Wouldn't it be better to do like a black spray can paint, like spray paint? Air.
I can spray paint him. Yeah. Tough guy, bully, acting tough. Yeah, man. Bubba Ray Dudley said that about John Moxley to get the heat off of Tommy Dreamer. That's all it was. That or he's completely delusional. There's no way Bubba Ray Dudley believes he would beat John Moxley in a fight. As I said on Monday, Bubba Ray Dudley's fighting for oxygen on a consistent basis. Like, he is not built for a scrap any longer, nor was he ever.
Yeah. I'll say maybe he is just doing it to cover up for, Tommy situation. Maybe.
Yeah. Which in that case, I guess he has a good friend.
Yeah. Like, take all the heat, put all the heat on him, and get all y'all to forget about what's going on in the world of Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, and Bully Ray loves having heat, right? He loves being the bad guy. He loves people talking about it. He loves attention.
Mm-hmm.
So this worked out well. He took the heat off of Tommy. No one's talking about Tommy Dreamer anymore. All Bubba had to do was say one stupid thing, and nobody's talking about Tommy now.
Remember, keep in mind, the wise man once said, all it takes is 15 seconds.
Yeah. That's about it, too, really.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, so it's Forbidden Door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing about Forbidden Door really feels forbidden. So I'm going to ask you this. I have two matches that I would definitely book AEW versus WWE Forbidden Door.
Okay.
I'll let you tell me who goes over, and then you can book two matches for it.
Okay.
I want Roman Reigns versus Kenny Omega.
Okay. Omega. Ooh. Who would go over?
Who goes over? Who wins that? Tribal Chief versus the Best Bout Machine.
Okay. I would go with. Ooh. My Tribal Chief. I have to go Tribal Chief.
You're gonna have Tribal Chief over Kenny Omega? Whew.
Yeah, I would do it.
All right, my other one. Give me MJF versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh, didn't that already happen?
Yeah, it happened in AEW, but I want it to happen now. I want the WWE versus AEW Forbidden Door.
Okay.
This ain't the same MJF.
Not the same MJF. I'll go with MJF on this one.
Now you give me 2 matches.
2 matches. Forbidden Door. Will be good. First, I would do Kevin Knight versus Carmelo Hayes.
Ooh, that's a good match.
Second, if I had to do it right, my second pick.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're booking Kevin Knight versus Carmelo Hayes, man. If I'm booking that, I kind of want to see Kevin Knight go.
Okay. I'll definitely do that.
If they're ready, drop it and join us live on Instagram. We are fantasy booking AEW versus WWE Forbidden Door.
And my second match, I would go with I would do Breaker versus Fletcher.
Breaker versus Fletcher.
Yeah. Breaker. Gotta look at the upcoming future. So I'm looking at the future. Breaker versus Fletcher. Trash talking match, but who's good in the ring?
What if we did Rollins versus Ospreay?
Rollins versus Ospreay. See, here's the thing about that. They ain't at their prime anymore. They kind of out of shape. It'll be good, but it wouldn't be fancy good like you want it to be.
I get it.
Maybe I say if it happened maybe 5 years ago, yeah, it'll probably be worth it. But right now,
it'd be a whole different thing if it was just 2 years ago. It'd be a whole different match.
Yeah.
Dude, you got any like surprise predictions for Forbidden Door or for King of the Ring? Well, I guess it's not King of the Ring; it's Night of Champions. But
okay, I would say like they're going with Io Sky, and I would say Io Sky would probably pick. We'll go with Liv. Liv Morgan.
the men King of the Ring.
Yeah, and now I say the men's King of the Ring. I really hope they give it to Oba. I really want Oba deserves this, y'all. I really think Oba should go.
I think Jey Uso is winning the men's King of the Ring.
No, but I think
is Cody walking out of there as champion? Big Gorilla says Jey Uso is gonna walk out.
I would say
Jey Uso, King of the Ring, for sure, right?
You know what?
Gotta be.
I'm gonna do my curveball, y'all. I'm gonna say Sammy gonna win this.
I think Sammy wins this too. I think Kevin Owens returns and helps Sami Zayn win this match.
I'm doing my curveball. I think Sammy, he gonna be that 30-day title reign. I'll give it to Sammy. Just let him have a 30-day title reign.
You think Sammy's gonna go on a 30-day like Darby?
Yeah, 30 days. But Sammy's probably gonna be cocky. The,
I mean,
the
Sammy did
last,
great with the U.S. title. Sammy's
yeah,
U.S. title reign was good.
yeah. So I'll say he'll go to SummerSlam. I mean, yeah, SummerSlam with that title. That'd be cool. Like
Then
SummerSlam.
Jay takes it off of him at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. Possibility.
I mean, you think about it. If you do it that way, you're still protecting Cody and Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
You get the title back on Jay, which seems like something they want to do for some reason. I and you're getting the title off of Cody. Getting the title off of Cody is kind of important. kind of need to make that happen.
Yeah.
And you get Cody chasing a heel champion, which is what you need for Cody to work. Cody doesn't work as champion. Cody works chasing a title.
Yeah.
All that said, man, we got a busy wrestling weekend ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, me and your sister are going to be at the Post Malone concert.
Oh, okay. Y'all go. I see people selling tickets Post Malone like, ooh, $90. I'm like,
Should be a good show. Sure, Dynamite's going to be good.
mm-hmm.
Be interesting once we get out of the Owen and out of the King of the Ring, what the landscape looks like in WWE and AEW. Got our predictions locked in. Guys, let us know in the comments. You think something different? I do think we have Jey Uso as King of the Ring. I think we have Sami Zayn as World Champ by next week. So,
Hey, let me ask a crazy question.
yeah.
Have you ever known anything about Cody lately? Like,
Did he walk really stiff?
yeah, but doesn't it seem like they're going back to Cody versus Roman here soon?
Wow, you think Cody loses this title and then goes after Romans?
Yeah, because hear me out. I've been thinking about something lately about Cody and Roman lately. And it brought to my attention after watching some documentaries over the past couple of days. Don't it feel like Cody is being his dad and Roman is being Ric Flair? Because when you think about it, Ric Flair and Dusty had their very good moments when the Four Horsemen. And to look
Yeah.
back, the Bloodline is like his Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
And
I
to
mean,
look,
I can see them running it back.
yeah, and to look at both characters, even though he's not rich in style profiling, he got his own Cadillac. He ain't got no plane. He got an Apple Watch, some Nikes, some high Nikes. And
I
Cody,
mean, Roman being Ric Flair does kind of work.
yeah. And you look at
Kind of.
Cody, kind of, yeah. And you look at Cody, he is coming out like his dad with the vest on and everything, because his dad used to come out in the vest before he became the polka dots. So
I mean, they definitely want Cody to be Dusty-ish in that babyface way. I don't know. I don't know what they do with Cody. I think the problem is that Cody got too hot too fast, and now fans are turned again. What do you do?
they got to turn him heel. He can't, like I said, there will never be a long running John Cena ever again.
I think Cody's always been a heel, man.
You can't be a heel.
I do like that the Bloodline went back to being heels. Bloodline going back to being heels is the way it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be Bloodline as heels. And they need to cheat for Jay to win the King of the Ring.
It's probably going to be Brock Lesnar. That's the cheat.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be Brock, and that's gonna suck.
If I see it happening right now, I would say Solo kind of interferes and start costing Jay the match, and then boom, F5 from Brock Lesnar.
I can see it. I could definitely see it.
That's why I see it.
And then you have Sammy win the triple threat. Then you get Jay and Sammy at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Jay wins the belt off of Sammy. Then Cody's Avengers go after the Bloodline again. And it could either be Cody versus Jay or it could be Cody versus Roman, whatever we need to get to.
Mm-hmm.
In the process, maybe you lean a little bit more into Cody being a heel. More so than he already is. Yeah, the MTFs are done. Well, MFTs, sorry. MFTs are done. SmackDown spoiler, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that frees Solo up, but Solo already tagged Jimmy. So they seem to have screwed that up. They seem to have screwed that up.
Nah, that might be the main event at SummerSlam. Roman versus Solo.
Maybe, but we've done that. At a SummerSlam, I think, right? Or no, it was just after SummerSlam.
He came back.
Roman returned it. Yeah. All that, everyone. Thank you for joining us live on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube. Thank you. YouTube has been doing great for us. We have a lot of viewership on YouTube. A lot of the shorts I've been doing good. Subscribers are growing on YouTube.
There you go.
Still nowhere near 100,000. But hey.
Yeah. I don't think.
All in due time. All in due time. One day there'll be a YouTube plaque back there. Enjoy Dynamite tonight, guys. I don't know when we'll be back for the weekend wrestling because we got 2 pay-per-views this weekend. So I don't know how we're going to figure this one out. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah. It'll be crazy.
Yeah. So until then, keep moving forward. Keep your shoulders off the mat. We're out.